Hi. Now, one thing that's really important to note is there's two main down payment assistance programs out there. The first is GSFA and the second is CalHFA. Now, the big difference between these two programs is GSFA will go ahead and actually provide you the assistance that is forgiven and turned into a grant as long as you keep the loan and the home for a minimum of 3 years. Whereas CalHFA will give you actually assistance in a little bit of a larger amount, but all that money is repaid when you either refinance or sell the home. Now, GSFA is a great program, but it does only typically give you enough funds just to cover your down payment. So now all the additional items needed for closing costs, prepaids, first month's payment, the typical 2 to 3% that's involved in any purchase, regardless of what lender or bank you use, will typically have to be paid out of pocket by the buyer. Now, in some instances, you can find potentially a seller to actually give you some of these funds to help you assist in covering these costs. However, that is going to be property specific and will usually be for properties that have been on the market a little bit longer in softer markets to be able to cover that. Now, CalHFA will give you not only the funds needed for the down payment for FHA and conventional loans, but will also give you where you'll net typically up to about 2.5%, give or take, of the actual purchase price to go towards your closing costs. So from a buyer standpoint, you can have a much lower out of pocket going with CalHFA than GSFA, but GSFA, if you do keep the loan and the home for at least 3 years, you'll have all that money forgiven. So depending on the route you want to go and what your actual options are, both programs can provide great resources for the homeowner. Now, it is important to always remember, these options, the interest rates are set directly by the Down Payment Assistance Authority. They do not vary bank to bank. They do not vary lender to lender. The rates are posted directly by each agency every day. And these interest rates will always typically be about 1% or more above market rates. Now, it's still an absolute great resource for individuals to get the assistance needed to get into a home to allow them to build equity. But it is very important to know you're not going to be able to get the best of both worlds. You're not going to get the interest rate that individuals who do save up and come up with their own down payment get for those that come on and get actual assistance for it. Now, there's nothing to be ashamed of. The down payment assistance is fantastic, but do know you can't get the best of both worlds. You're not going to be able to get the lowest interest rate and get assistance for the down payment. So that's a great summary on both GSFA and CalHFA programs. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.